I was just sitting in one of these parking lots, just like always, and I had this thought that popped in my brain that I was like, why does it feel so hollow? I had all these aspirations about doing these things and being at these places and thinking it was gonna be something, and it turned out it wasn't that. But I'm like, I'm trying to figure out, why is it like I can't connect to the places that people are drawn to, or what? Like, why can I just not connect? I think that there's a lot of stuff playing into all this stuff. Obviously, like, you have to be certain places at the right time and stuff like that, but the whole like numbness thing has really been tripping me up the last like 4 years, and it's just, I feel like I have to like do more in order to compensate. So I can't really do the stuff that I don't like, I'm not fully into. Like, if I'm not, my heart's not completely into it, I can't do something, and I feel like that's what's tripping me up with about all of this stuff. And even like with this, the place is like nice that I'm at. There's not really any like necessarily problems, or I don't really have like nerves or anything, but I just genuinely just don't feel right. It doesn't feel good, and it's kind of just blowing my mind, because I really thought back in like Tempe, back when I was going through college and all that stuff, that that was going to be like the worst feeling, the hardest and stuff like that, and it turns out that was like rainbows and unicorns compared to this. And there I was much more anxiety, nerves, all that stuff. Like here, I really don't have any of that. The problem I have here, and maybe you guys have it at places, is it just feels super duper like hollow. Like obviously I spent a lot of time by myself, and probably should spend more time around like friends and stuff like that. But even when I was doing stuff, like I was doing this boxing thing, I did was in this flag football thing, and even when my family comes and stuff like that, it still doesn't feel right. It felt a lot better being back where I was than here. And there's some places in California I've been with family that I felt a lot better at than I do here. So it's not like whatever, like it's not like, oh, it's only there. And there's a lot of places, like when I was in Colorado back when, I really liked Colorado. I've been to Kansas, Missouri, all those places, really like those places. Wasn't a big fan of Texas, but there's been places where like whatever, like you don't have this kind of feeling of, I'm not really feeling it, or it's not really my thing if you never had the thing. Like it's like when you have the thing and you've experienced it and kind of had that stuff, it allows you to like kind of compare the two. And what I just keep tripping up on is thinking that this was gonna be like the thing, like the number one, and realizing not really it. And so I got like, I think like 4 or 5 days till I move out, and it's really, really tough to not try and think ahead or try to like just get through these days. Because like I'm sitting in this parking lot, it's like 9-10 o'clock or something like that, and it's just, my mental is just getting absolutely like Mike Tyson. Like it's just getting beat up. I mean, I'm really struggling to just, not even like with sadness or anything, just like the feeling is just like yuck, like just like ugh. It's not a good feeling. Like I desperately crave any sort of change, and so I'm like in a sense like excited, but I know like I'm gonna be back at home for like a month and a half or whatever, and then go off and see what else I do. But it's not necessarily that I'm excited, because I know what it is like to feel what I'd feel when I'm back. It's a lot better than this, but it's like, I also gotta keep my restraints, keep like it's like when you're doing bowling and you have like the little things up, whatever. Keep those up. Be like, okay, you know what? Not have high expectations, but like a little more than this. a little bit more than this. There's certain aspects of being there that are kind of just unattainable here in terms of the feeling department, like especially being around friends, family, all that stuff. But like even like just hanging out, like the cities that there, like being in Tempe, I really hated it, but over time I kind of grew fond of it. And now I think about like just being there, like it has like a mountain. I go out to, I'll like dance or run through that place, and I can't lie, just being there and doing that thing feels so much better than doing that or trying to do that here. It's just like incomparable. Even on the days where I was completely by myself, or like it was a tough day or whatever, like even then, like the feeling of God, it just felt like there was something there. Like it felt like, in a sense, like an event or something like that, like doing it, even if it was just me doing whatever the heck I do, versus here when I've done it like on the boardwalk, or like it just, I really don't know how to describe it, but it's just not it. It's just so hollow, and it's not like the passion is still there. Like I still have the same passion for doing whatever it is I'm doing. Like that passion is stronger than ever. It's honestly more strong now that I know like that there's places that I like and don't like, but it's very obvious that it's not here. So that makes me a little excited, but I also am cautious because I know how I came out here in the first place, and I don't want to get these high expectations and then shoot them right back down. But no, I can't lie. Like it's a Friday morning doing the stuff I do, and it's just like, damn, like it's so strange when the things that are like in a sense bothering you are not really like one thing. It's not really like nerves, it's not really stress, it's not really sad, it's not really like anger, it's not really any of this stuff. It's just a lack of stuff. When there's nothing there and you're at a place that just doesn't give you anything, like just it's almost worse than feeling like sad or feeling like angry and stuff. Like the nothingness, it's so tough to find a solution or find a thing in order to get right with it, because it's just hollow. Like it's just not there. Like when I was doing the flag football thing, it just felt hollow. Like when I was doing the boxing class, like I sweat a lot if I think it was good, but it would just feel hollow. It just feels whatever. It just doesn't, like when I'm at the beach chilling in the sunset, that's probably the one time it doesn't. Like it feels like, okay, I really like this. And if it was anywhere, if that thing was at least like, if 1% of that feeling was anywhere around here, it would be a different story. But it's just like, damn, I go through, I wake up, do all that stuff. Growing up, I was so used to like having these nerves or having these anxieties going to like school or that stuff, or then during the college stuff, like being sad or all this stuff. But now it's just like, just nothing. Like it's just really nothing. Like I'm just going through, I'm like nothing. It's like one of those things I don't know what to do, feeling nothing. So that's why over the next, I think year or so, there might be a lot of stuff going on, and I don't know how I'll do it or what the circumstances are, but I might be doing some travel and do all that stuff. And I can't lie, the numbness and especially the way I'm feeling here is a major reason behind that. But yeah, if any of you guys are feeling hollow, any of you guys or whatever, let me know. Keep grinding, take it day by day and keep pushing. But yeah, it gets tough sometimes and that's just how it is. But hope you have a nice day, and God bless.